Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we want to try something a little bit different, because I know you like these Fight Club decks, and we really kind of enjoyed playing some fight rigging recently, so I was like, what if we put those together with a particular new card, and we'll call this the new bouncer of the Fight Club, but Barbed Servitor. It's a 4-mana 1/1, and we've tried this in a couple lists, and it didn't quite work out. However, here, where we're playing fight spells particularly, and a way to even grow the card so it becomes more of a threat to want to block, maybe, just maybe, this is the deck that it can work out in. So going down the list of what we're going to play today, we're going to play some Bushwhack because it does help us find our lands, but it's also a fight spell, obviously. We do get to play Tail Swipe, which is also a fight spell. We are going to play some Loam Speaker, but mostly because it helps us get black mana. I would much rather have something like Bramble Familiar here, but that just taps for green. And this at least gives us some options to get black, where we're going to need a lot of that in this deck. We're going to play some Hunted Bone Brute because it is a 6-power creature. Granted, it makes 2 small creatures for your opponent, so a lot of times we'd like to just flip it face up if possible, but we'll see how it works out. Shakedown heavy, kind of typical when you're playing fight rigging because you want 6-power things that are going to be 7. We're going to play a couple of Glissa. However, I do think if there is a deck that could circumvent playing Glissa, it's probably this one, because I am skimping here a little bit and only playing 3 Archfiend of the Dross when I should probably play 4. So I'm trying to balance out the casting costs across the deck so we have different things to do. Also, the Barbed Servitor we talked about, and Phyrexian Obliterator, which is the CEO, I guess, of the Fight Club, if you will. And we have Shieldred because, well, you know, Shieldred, it's still good. And a couple of Virtue of Persistence. However, I think if we really, really wanted to, we could probably cut the Virtue of Persistence. We wouldn't have a lot of removal at that point other than our fight spells, but I think an argument could be made to play 1 more Archfiend and 1 more Tail Swipe, but we'll see how that ends up by the end of the video. As always, though, if you want to try this deck list out for yourself, you can download it down below. It'll take you to our Moxfield link, and then you could just check it out, see if you enjoy it. But you could also hang around and see if these new cards actually do what we want them to do in the Fight Club. We'll keep it. Probably about as good as we can hope for here, right? Scrap Gorger leaves the possibility that we could do some things. Okay, I played Scrap Gorger first in case there was a cut down instead of playing this. Deep Cavern Bat. You get some options here, opponent. I mean, oh, they took the fight rigging. Interesting. Alright, so I guess we go Shieldred first. I mean, they might have another Deep Cavern Bat, just take our Obliterator, but we'll see. You also could play like Reaper or Preacher to be able to block Shieldred, like that would be a real thing. Alright, we're going to attack with just this dude then. Oh, they're just going to give us the fight rigging back? What's that about? I mean, are they more afraid of the... Alright, sure, if you have a kill card, I mean, I guess you get to kill an Obliterator. Doesn't look like they do, though. What hand did you keep, though? It's just bat. And nothing else. Unless it's their turn to play a Shieldred? Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I'm just like, what else are we doing? Oh, that's cute. Okay. Then sure. Lose all your lands. And that should clean everything up. Alright, cool. Alright, let's keep it. Oh boy. Are we up against a bunch of life gain things? Let's find out. Get a swamp. Alright. I probably could have waited to see if I really need to go get it, but figure we have enough Death Touch things and Obliterators. Like, if they are doing life gain, like, maybe we'll be alright. Okay, they are hardcore on the life gain plan. So it's good to know. Let's go ahead and snag a thing. Ugh, gross. We don't have a removal card at all here. Ugh. Man. Trying to think, like, what's the most life they can gain over a couple of turns, but I guess I'm going to take Ellis. I mean, this is probably playing with fire a little bit here, but kind of felt like, what am I going to do? All right, that helps. I'm going to go ahead and do this. No attacks. So I had the option of either just using Go for the Throat and playing Loam Speaker next turn, or possibly, okay. Surprised they didn't wait so they could get a 4/4, but sure. That doesn't really matter too much to us one way or the other. Wow, okay then. Alright, let's attack. We've got lower life, we'll at least get a token. Wow, triple obliterator. I don't know if that's where we want to be. Let's go ahead and play this. Take a point. In the turn. I don't want to kill anything yet. I want the opponent to make their plays as though... okay, so they'll gain 2 here. Alright, we'll kill that. Or at least attempt to. Sure. And then I think we just kill that, because we don't really need the Loam Speaker here. Alright. That feels like it could have went a lot worse, so let's go with this. Actually, yeah, let's do it. And I'll attack with this. If they want to trade for Ellis, sure, whatevs. Alright, that works for us. We're not mad about it. Gonna blow that up to play stuff out of your graveyard. Their call. This must mean their hand's not great. Because they're willing to give that up, it looks like. They're really debating it. Okay. Do they have a land where they can play 2 things? Otherwise, I'm not sure what... Okay, so they're going to do that. Gain 1. Play Poisoner. I mean... Alright, I mean, if that's the worst that happens, sure. I mean, we still need to kill this because they're going to gain 6 at a minimum and get a 4/4. No, they're going to get a lot more than that this turn. That is bad for us. All right. We might be dead in 2 turns. Let's find out. Wait, they didn't gain the life for anything? That's weird. I guess I'll attack with Obliterators. I mean, are we also attacking with the 1/1s here? Why would... I don't understand. Why would they not have made a 4/4 there? I don't... Okay. I'm doing it. I don't know if this is right. I'm so confused. Okay, they didn't. Alright, let's see what they got. I mean, you're not removing stuff. Oh, well, this is their hand. Wow. Wow. X's commands? Sure. I would not have expected that. But I guess their plan would be to get a land, put the counters on the Angel. The Angel gets you some... Get you another... Dude, but didn't matter. Okay. Yeah, if they top deck a land, it gets kind of interesting because then they could have put the 2 counters on the Angel, attack us for 5. So they would have gained 5, plus the Angel comes into play. So they gain 2, so they gain 7 total. So they're at 19. We'd have been down to 6. They could have had us lose all of our things that are 2 or less, so we lost the bat token. But then we're attacking with double Obliterator and Sunslayer. So I don't know. That's, whew, man, that was close. Much closer than I thought. I was not thinking that's what their hand would have been. All right. So the more I thought about it, I don't really want fight rigging at all. I think we're actually going to want preachers here. Just something that's just like on its own a little bit better. And that means we could then cut the bone brutes because they're no longer like essential to the plan, if you will. And I think we just play some number of deep cavern bats. I think maybe this. And I'll cut a bushwhack for a tail swipe. And we'll go 3 and 3. And maybe this is better. I don't know. Just kind of going over the cards here and seeing if like there's anything I would switch. Because now I kind of want to have virtues back in the list. I think is my problem. I'm like, do we need shakedown heavies? When I could go like another bat, another preacher, 2 virtue, maybe? And then it's like, how many mana creatures do we need? Right? That kind of becomes the other question. Because now we have plenty of stuff to do on 2 now that we added the bats back in. So now it becomes a whole different situation. I think, I'm trying to think on the previous list, I think we played just 4 mana creatures with the bats. So I think I'm going to cut 1 Loam Speaker, and I'm going to add 1 more Shieldred. And we'll see how this works out. Oof. Mulligan. I wanted some more untapped lands. This is an intriguing proposition, though. I think I'm going to get rid of Preacher. Wow, that's tough. I think it's still correct. But man. Alright, Jungle Hollow. Get us a life. And now we can just like play Gorger, it dies. Play Glissa, she dies. Play Obliterator. Maybe it lives. Oh, are they doing the same thing we're doing? That's going to be tough. Maybe we'll be able to out-mana them. Get to our big stuff first. Well, let's find out. They are doing what we're doing. Huh. Well, I guess we take this. I don't love that, but it just has to be what it is. Them being on the play, they definitely got the jump on us there. Only downside is we could have got away with the Obliterator there and didn't even know it. So that's a little tough. Oh, they're actually using it on our Gorger and not our Deep Cavern Bat. Okay, cool. I actually don't hate that. Well, so now, unless they just draw removal here over these next couple cards, I guess we go ahead and just play our dude. I mean, we could play our own Glissa, I suppose. Alright, let's find out. Alright, Roaming Throne. That's not terrible. Actually, that's interesting. They're playing Roaming Throne with that, with this. Okay, and they're playing Phyrexians. Alright, enough so that they thought it was worth playing Roaming Throne there. I mean, if they attack, I think we still block. Because them losing 3 things is still pretty tough here. Yeah, that worked out. So now we hit them with the bat. See what's over there first. Cruelty, there's nothing in the graveyard. They can make us discard something, we don't really care. Take that, they don't have any blocking flyers, and they have to find a land to play Nissa. And you're just making dudes on the ground? Sure, we'll take this. And then I think we attack. Like, they're welcome to block with Glissa. Like, we don't care. And, like, now we can trade Glissas or block a Roaming Throne. Either way. Yep, Frillback. Probably just gained some life here. Wait, they didn't pay anything? Is that not a green land? What are... I mean, maybe a cut down for a bat? Oh, it's a tail swipe. Alright. That's a thing that happened. Okay. Not what I expected for sure. Not gonna lie. But okay. Alright, so opponent went to 10. They're gonna go to 5. I mean, we just activate our land and attack, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's only 11. I mean, is it worth it, though? I mean, maybe? Put them at 1? I'm trying to think, like, what do they do? They can't... You don't know. Those are Restless Cottages. So they'd still be able to cast whatever they needed to. Nothing really to reanimate here other than a Glissa. I mean, I guess so? Oh, I don't... Oh, yeah, it's like... This seems fine, I suppose. We also get to remove something from their yard, so... Even less option of stuff they get. Alright. I mean, they can't use Glissa's ability to draw cards anymore. They have to block. I don't know what's up here. Yeah, they're checking graveyards to see if there's anything to even get. But then they'd have to deal with 2 Deep Cavern Bats. And if they tap out to sweep the board, yeah, we attack with our creature land. Let's keep it. Oh boy. If we don't find mana, we're gonna be dead real fast. Being on the draw in this scenario is not great. Okay, Deep Cavern Bat might help a little bit, maybe. Alright. We go to 16. I was gonna say, come on, deck. We definitely need to find some land there. They only have 1 removal. We will take that. Okay, that'll buy us at least a little bit of time. We can also tail swipe. I only have 1 green mana, though. If I want to play something and tail swipe. That's not really good here. Alright, we just gotta take it. Knowing their hand, I think we go with Creature here, because it can also produce Lifelinkers. Or Brass Forge. Annoying, but I think we can survive that. Especially if Nissa lives, because you can just first strike them down. That doesn't matter too much. Alright, block here. Take 5. Ugh, I just wanted 1 more mana. We could Archfiend of the Dross, so as they have stuff to... Oh, no, I don't have a 4th land. Never mind. We cannot Archfiend of the Dross. Alright, so we're just attacking here. And then I think we go here first, because we can still survive another token by blocking it. And then we play Glissa, I think. But playing Archfiend would have been pretty sweet when they have a Forge down. Okay, Barrage to kill that, just to get a 2 damage thing back? Seems a little odd. Like, I would have definitely killed a Preacher. Yeah. I mean, you guarantee you get some damage in here, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just, block here, I guess. We're at 6. Alright, there's that. Question now is, do we... I think we just play Glissa. Anyway. Yeah, I think we still stick with our original plan. And then we can still use Tail Swipe to kill something if we need to. Like if they go to target Glissa, Glissa at least gets to take something on the way out. Oh, I see, because you can play it for 1... I got you. Can only target 1 damage. Or that's why. I was thinking it was a different spell earlier. Yeah, sure, that dies. That's all fine and good. Yep, you got it. Sure, we're going to block and block. And this all seems fine and good. I probably don't even need to waste the tail swipe. So let's just see what they do. Like, they can see a card. We're not that worried about that here. Okay, it's a lightning strike. So down goes Glissa. Now we'll have Glissa just take out the Phoenix. Alright. Still kind of just trucking along doing our thing here. Get some more life linkers. Couldn't quite attack for lethal, but we'll set up something nice here now. So now when their creatures die, they're also going to lose life. And I don't think they can do 6 to us here. Nope, that is not going to get it. You got it. We'll block here, we'll block here, we'll block here. Take 2, gain 2. They lose a bunch from tokens dying, and then that's the end of the game. Alright, cool. Whew, good one. I'll keep this. Alright, looks like more red decks. Or at least red base decks. This could very well just be a token pile. But that's okay. I think we just go straight into Shieldred, then into Preacher, and then just see what happens. Oh, this is not that at all. Oh, this is cool. Hadn't seen anybody do this in a minute. Pretty sweet. I'm into it. Nothing to directly kill a Shieldred, I imagine. Alright, that works. And then we start turning artifacts into duders. Alright, so you have an endless supply of artifacts. Fair. Oh, well, that's also really good. And then next turn we just play 2 Preachers. If I attack with this, would they block? And if so, well, they'd have to give up Sentinel and tokens in? Yeah, sure, whatever. If they do, they do. I'm into it. I'm gonna say, what else are they gonna do otherwise, right? Like, yeah, that's not gonna bother us too much here. I mean, you're not attacking. I was gonna say, like, we know that much. Oh, this could be everything. Actually, they have a lot of tokens to get rid of here, actually. But alright. Let's, get rid of this. Okay, opponent just gave up there. And I kind of get it, because like even if they got rid of 3 tokens, now I'm attacking for 6, 10 with the Shieldred. I might even just activate the Cottage and attack. And that just puts them in a bad spot, because now it's well beyond lethal. You got to start blocking with things anyway. Wheels are starting to fall off at that point. But I do like what they were setting up. I just don't know if they got their best draw there. Okay, we'll keep this. Obviously, we don't want to have to use these, but, you know, if we have to, we have to. Face of the Uneaten Feast. Alright, well, we're going to need to kill some creatures. That's what this says. Fair enough. So I think we have to play this and then play Glissa. Or maybe we Jungle Hollow and then we can kill something else here. Alright. I was gonna say maybe, but nothing else bad happens here. So I think we go ahead and just play Jungle Hollow. Kill this. We can still use Go for the Throat on something else next turn. If we need to. We can hold on to this Passagia to try to destroy the case later if we absolutely have to. But ultimately, we'd like to get Glissa, and then, like, they're forced to block Glissa constantly, right? Like, that would be the dream situation. Ah, they have their own Death Toucher. Well, that sucks. Oh, this is actually not bad. I'm going to assume, though, they have Virtue of Persistence. And Virtue does not deal with Obliterator. Because Virtue gains life. That's the only reason I'm assuming it's over there. And plus, more efficient mana here. We end up being able to play Glissa with a Go for the Throat next turn. Or Preacher with Go for the Throat. Either way. Probably Preacher first, just so if they want to trade Ellis. Well, no, Glissa still first strikes. So it's probably fine. Alright, they gain some life here. Oh, never mind. We get to do some things, folks. Well, I guess we're taking down this duder, so no cards for you. They gotta sack 2 things. And then we attack with the Obliterator. And then we play Glissa. Yeah, obviously one gets to be veteran, right? Like, that's not even a choice, because you can play that out of the graveyard. You're not blocking this, or else you'll just be down to virtually no lands. So you're just taking 6. Though, I could have waited, see if they try to block with Ellis, and then try to get tricky and do some things. So that would have been better if I would have just attacked first there, I think. In the turn. Because then if they go to block, they're going to lose that creature. You target something else. Like, you put the screws to them a little bit harder, I think. Because it didn't matter that we were getting the extra +1/+1 during our pre-combat step. What you got, opponent? They're going to case into... not kill Glissa. Okay. I like not kill Glissa as an option. So now do we just waste this on Ellis or not? I guess that's the next question. So if you block there, then you give up 2 things. I think I'm just going to force the issue here. Just so you got to have something better. Like, just take the damage. Yeah, you gotta block that or you lose the feast anyway. I'm willing to do this. If they're playing a sweeper of some kind, then congrats. Like, if you got it, you got it. They'd have to have another white, though. Because Cavern of Souls doesn't help them there. Alright, you got Delny. That's a pile of cards. It's going to have to do some work. Here we go. And if you don't block, say, if you don't block, you're losing the case anyway, so... if we play Obliterator, that's lethal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 doesn't quite kill them. Alright, I'm going to go for it. This just basically forces the issue. Like, you got to find a sweeper off the top, or that's going to be game, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I say that. They could gain some amounts of life here, so it's not it. Okay, there you go. You got 2 blockers that gains some extra life, so this is legit. Still playing some Magic here. I mean, they got to surveil whatever their answer is to the top. So, I mean, got to get there. All right. I keep either putting stuff in the yard. Yeah, all right. So they didn't like any of their options. Cool. I mean, I guess I just take one. I don't know. I was like, does it even matter? Like, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, we're attacking with all of it. Like I say, you got to block something. Alright, opponent's at 7, and bats can't block here, so I don't need to commit anything else to the board. I mean, the Obliterators on their own get stuff done right now, so you gotta gain a bunch of life here. And another creature? I mean, you can sacrifice the bats. I mean, like, that's a real thing. Oh, no, they can't be blocked. They can block. Okay. Yeah, opponent says GG either way, though. What's funny is I play with the Sanguine Avengers. I know those can block. I don't know what I was thinking. But either way, it didn't matter. Because they had to stop the 10 damage here, which is really the big issue. We will keep this. Obviously, we're playing all off the top of our library with this draw, but I don't hate it. Also debated just playing Jungle Hollow there and saving this for later in case they have, like, Field of Ruin or something, but looks like that was not a thing. That's good news. Also found another untapped land in case we need it. Oh, this is what we're doing, huh? So you need a creature to put that on. This, you do have the lands to play it. Bush would unfortunately keep us from attacking, but I think we just take the creature. And then we just don't attack with the bat for a minute, but it's alright, I guess. Not like the end of the world. Alright, pass turn. I mean, if they don't have any threats to put those on, I guess it's cool. If we get something big enough, we could also, like, tail swipe. This is a sorcery, too. I have to keep that in mind. So the opponent might want their Deep Cavern Bat, or want their spell back by killing our Deep Cavern Bat. Alright, let's go here and see what happens. Yep, that's what I thought. There were some shenanigans at hand. Now the good news is, if they play that, and then they do find Angel Fire Ignition, we don't care that much. Like, we care, but we don't really care. Alright, push, pull. I think we attack, and then just play Shieldred here. And go ahead and play another Cottage. Alright. I think we slowed them enough. And that we've shut down the shenaniganery here. Alright, you have a Hammer Skull. And I'm probably missing an Archfiend now. Which is a small bit of a problem. So we attack. Because they might block. Okay. Wasn't sure if they would or not. So they need to get to a 7th land to do both of those here. Alright. If I'd have had an instant speed kill spell, I wouldn't have felt so bad. Alright. Temporary lockdown. Does cause a small issue here. Not a huge one, but enough. Bushwhack. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll have these fight. Then attack. And we'll get rid of this. Okay. Did they find a creature is the question. Because right now, those are locked down in their hand until they find a creature. They're going to activate... Oh, they don't have a creature land to activate. What are we doing? Oh, they found one. Oh, well, maybe they found one. Maybe they didn't. We'll see.
All part of the great machine. It's Phyrexia. Every day more rally to
Okay. So we can get back Shieldred, but they'll get to gain life. We can get back What do we do here? So they're going to play this attack for 8. I mean, I guess if we get Shieldred back, we'd be able to fight their thing next turn. That's not ideal, but it's not terrible either. We could also generate some food. Alright, we'll see how this works. Oh, Carnosaur. Alright, the good news is they're not doing the crazy life gain thing here yet. Oh, but they had a fight rigging. Yep, that's probably the beginning of the end. That was a good rip for the opponent. Definitely wasn't playing around that. Yeah, you're good, opponent. Just do your thing. Lightning Helix. Meh.
In perfect harmony.
I mean, you get the Helix us, I guess. Alright. And they had another Carnosaur under there? Gross. Yeah. Well then. We need an instant speed removal, and we need one kind of badly. Archfiend doesn't do anything, because we would just trade. I could Deep Cavern Bat, but that's not really enough. Oh, we just drew a land. Alright. Then I think the opponent's got this. Unfortunate. GG's. They definitely outdrew us. Ooh, yes, we will keep this. I mean, going bat on 2 into Sunslayer is kind of nice. Especially with the backup. Alright, gain our life, pass the turn. Alright, well, we know you're dead, Deep Cavern Bat, but we're going to do it anyway. Yep, let's see what you got, though. They are holding a Witchstalker, Frenzy, a Codebreaker, and a Case. Alright, that's not a terrible hand for us to be up against here. Like, they could Codebreaker, attack, kill a Glissa next turn. That's fine, I guess. Like, that's their whole turn. And then we just play another Glissa. Nope. Well, yeah, Gingerbrute, same thing. Attack with both, kill Glissa just the same. Alright, that works. And then backup Glissa and a fight spell. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that now. Just minimize all the damages. Did you draw another one? Oh, how sick. Well, if your opponents just draw hot, what you gonna do? Just draw hot in return with an Obliterator. Alright, cool. Well, now the opponent's not doing anything for a minute. Let's find a Shieldred to go with this Obliterator. That'd be exciting. Or just another Obliterator. Either one would make us happy. I would have no problem with either of these things. Or Deep Cavern Bat's alright, I guess. Oh, looks like something just to kill our bat. I mean, up to you. I was like, okay, so bat doesn't get to hold anything. That's fine. Alright, finding a Shieldred would be the play here, though. Alright, Swift Spear. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Nice. And at 12, I feel a false sense of security here. Though they could be like Rage Raid something. Okay, well, one of them was a land, so now we feel a lot better. Could have been other things, but that's not that bad. And if they attack, yes, we are most definitely blocking. I mean, this is the play for the opponent here, though, right? Put us low enough that they could just top deck some removal and kill us next turn. Maybe put us in a situation where we can't even attack effectively. I mean, that's a real thing. So they won't be able to play in... Well, they could draw a land. All right, we'll go to 8. Because we didn't have lethal anyway. All right, how bad is it? All right, that's good news. I mean, I think the opponent made all the right plays here. It's just, what did they top deck this turn? And it looks like we got away with one. Because if it had been like double rage or something, and we block one thing, and then they rage the other things up +3 each for the turn, like, we'd have been dead. Or even like a rage and a lightning strike. Like, they would have been able to cast those as well. So they had real options, for sure. Question is now, what are those cards? Because they spend 2 mana plus attacking. Alright. So what's the most we could take here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I mean, I guess I'm supposed to block this? I mean, I'm assuming you rage the Swift Spear. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, that was the worst it could have been. So, sure. And now that's game. Ooh, GG's. Gotta love beating mono red at 1 life. You know, as it turns out, Barb Servitor did not do anything. This is the second go round we gave that card. This just ain't it. But I do have a very interesting idea. If we want to switch a Loam Speaker for a Scrap Gorger, which I think is reasonable, we can cut the Servitors to play 2 Axebane Ferox. And the reason I'm considering this is because if we remove things from the opponent's graveyard, then they don't have the cards to be able to actually kill the Ferox, at least with direct targeted damage. And that could be something that's pretty helpful. So I'm willing to do that, and I think that's pretty good. And it keeps our casting costs still okay in the deck. I don't think anything's too crazy. Maybe could go to a 4 Scrap Gorger to supplement the Axe. Matter of fact, I think I will. Just to supplement that Axebane Ferox, which then it looks a little weird, but I think that is probably where we'll go. But the changes we made early on in the video really did make a difference here. But we ended up with 3 Bushwhack, 3 Tail Swipe, 4 Deep Cavern Bat, 2 Go for the Throat, 4 Scrap Gorger, 1 Loam Speaker, 4 Preacher, 2 Glissa, 3 Archfiend, 4 Phyrexian Obliterator, 3 Shieldred, 2 Axebane Ferox, 2 Virtue of Persistence, 6 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 1 Forest, 4 Deathclap Glade, 3 Jungle Hollow, 4 Llanowar Waste, 4 Restless Cottage. I'm going to cut 1 Jungle Hollow for 1 more Swamp. I think that's still reasonable. I don't think that's too crazy, because we only really need 1 green source in play till later for an Axebane Ferox, but generally, I think we'll be alright with that. But yeah, if you're looking for other fun decks that are kind of built around specific cards, we did play a deck with O'Hare Ashenil that was still really good, and I've been playing it in paper, and it's still super solid. And in that video, I also talk about an easy way to update that deck using Thunder Junction that's right around the corner. Well, that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.